Today's story is part 2 of our last Senki survival saga. The story continues with Anna losing her mind due to Naga's outrageous question. Shio is just standing there, trying to process what the girls are talking about, while Anna is yelling at Naga. She is asking Naga why she would ask Shio to impregnate her like this. This is very shameful and disgraceful of her. Why would she say this all of a sudden? All the while, Naga is smiling and looking at Shio. Naga was desperately thrusting over Shio, but he had no clue. She tells Anna that it is a dragonkin's custom. For dragonkin, the females choose males that are stronger than themselves in order to leave strong offspring. That is why they usually give birth to children from males who won against them in battle. She then tells them that she was the strongest among the dragonkin, so no male has ever been able to defeat her until now. But at last, Shio won the right to impregnate her esteemed self, so now he has to do it. After hearing this, Anna looks at Shio and wonders what is happening and why he is not saying anything. Is he really going to consider her offer? Shio is standing there quietly, and suddenly he says that he thinks it would be tough to give birth on a desert island with limited resources. First of all, no nutrition is provided during pregnancy, and no medical care is available at all. If something goes wrong during childbirth, there would be no doctor who could help, no facilities, and it would be too dangerous for both mother and child. Plus, it is also going to be extremely difficult after the baby is born. Clean water, the daily necessities that the baby will need, what would she do if it gets ill? Moreover, there is no educational environment at all, so he doesn't think it would be realistic to raise a child. To begin with, he doubts there would be any desire to even make love in this situation where they can't even meet their basic needs for their own survival. God, Shio is a yap machine. After this long speech by Shio, Anna is wondering if he is really going to listen to her. But before she can say anything, Naga jumps into the conversation and tells them that there seems to be a misunderstanding here. This isn't a request. She is telling him to either obey her or she will have him do it forcefully. Anna is shocked to hear all this. What does she mean by doing it forcefully? While Shio is just standing there listening to all this, Naga gets disoriented and dizzy. She tells them that she is not feeling well today, so they will do it another time. She turns around to leave while saying that she would like to battle again when she is feeling a bit better. Anna asks her where she is going. Naga turns around to tell them that she is feeling hungry, so she is going to look for something to eat. But Shio suddenly stops her and asks her if she would like to join them. After his weird offer to Naga, Anna looks at Shio and asks him what he is doing. Shio tells them that there seems to be some kind of connection between Anna and Naga, but in this situation, they will definitely have a higher chance of survival if they help each other. Shio is just trying to be kind towards Naga, but she is not having it. She tells them that she is the Dragon King. There is no need for her to live in a group like humans, as if she would go along and play friends with those two. Both the girls got attitude, making Shio suffer even more. Shio tries to stop her, but she leaves them immediately. While Shio tries to figure out what this Dragon King Naga is up to, Anna is busy thinking. She could not imagine that even Naga would come all the way here, but judging from the battle from earlier, she was in very good condition, similar to when she first arrived on this island. Is it possible that there is a way to replenish magic power and mana? If that is really the case, what should they do if she were to attack them again after recovering? As she is lost in her thoughts, Shio calls her and tells her that they need to go back to camp for now. They also need to treat their wounds, right? He then takes out a piece of cloth and douses it in clean water from the water bottle and tells her to wash her wound with this. Anna looks at him and asks him if the collected water is something precious. Is it alright to use it to clean a wound? Shio tells her that she is right, but he is worried that if they end up using dirty water, the wound might get an infection. Since there are no doctors or medicines here, even a minor illness is a big risk. So, just to be safe, he thinks it's better to use this boiled, filtered water. For Shio, it is a piece of common knowledge, but Anna doesn't seem to comprehend it. She is looking at the washcloth while being confused. Anna is using him as her personal maid. Shio asks her if she doesn't know how to treat a wound. Anna shakes her head in confusion and tells him that wounds can be easily healed using healing magic, so she just does not know the primitive methods. He looks at her and takes the washcloth out of her hands while telling her to open up her collar so he can do it for her. Anna is a bit hesitant, but she tilts her head to the side while telling him to do it as fast as he can so it doesn't hurt. Shio wipes her neck wounds with the cloth and cleans them. As he is doing it, Anna thinks that it stings a little, but it doesn't really hurt. But as she is busy thinking this, Shio quietly sprays her wound with something. This catches her off guard, and she jumps in pain. She asks him what he just did to her. She is furious, and Shio is trying to calm her down. He tells her that it's a disinfectant. It stings and hurts, but she has to bear with it, please. He tells her that this is very useful as it can disinfect skin, but also wounds. Anna looks at him in pain and says that because he doesn't mean any harm, she is going to forgive him this time. She then looks at Shio's pocket, which has a big black claw coming out of it. That is Naga's claw. What is he doing with it? She asks him why he brought back Naga's cut-off claw. Shio takes the claw out of his pocket and tells her that this claw is strong enough to slice through tree trunks easily, so he is wondering if he could make some kind of tool out of it. Anna looks at him with a weird look and thinks how weird this guy really is. He is calmly collecting someone else's nails, no way. Does Anna not realize the seriousness of the situation? She is always being picky. She asks him to borrow it for a moment. Anna examines the claw and says that normal dragon claws are strong enough to cut through steel. Even a weapon made from magic ore should not be able to cut it down that easily. As expected, it seems that just like her, the blessings and protective spells on her are losing their effectiveness due to the lack of mana. Elves are born with various protective magics, and she believes other races are similarly endowed with different traits as well. The elves' blessings also include magic that enhances physical abilities. Anna tells Shio to take a look as she plucks one of her hairs out. She then tries to break it in half while telling him that even though his hair breaks at the root with just a little force, the other part is solid and will not break easily. The other part is strong because it grew before coming to this island, when the protective magic was working properly. However, the part of the hair that grew on this island, where mana is thin and the protective magic is interrupted, is fragile. Shio takes the hair out of her hand and tries to break it. He is shocked to see how strong the hair is. Anna tells him that at first, she is wondering why Naga is not affected by the mana of the island. But when she thinks about it, she may have simply come to this island later than her. As she is telling him all this, Shio gets an idea. He rushes to Anna's bed and starts to look for something. He is about to pull up with something crazy. Anna is sus about Shio's tricks and asks him if she may know what he is trying to do on her bed. While looking for something, Shio tells her that he has been thinking about it ever since he saw Naga's claws. He picks out the curved tip of Naga's claw. He shows the tip to Anna and tells her that the tip of the claw is curved in a nice way, so he is wondering if he could turn it into a fishing hook. He tells her that her hair is very strong, so he is wondering if they could braid it together and use it like a professional fishing line. He ties the hair to the claw tip and tells her that if they put them together, the fishing gear is complete. Shio seems really excited to use his new fishing gear while Anna is standing there in shock. She is wondering if it is so normal to use other people's hair and nails as materials in the human world. Shio runs up to the beach while Anna sits on the rocks. He throws the fishing line into the ocean to try and catch fish. Anna seems lost and a bit disturbed about something. Suddenly, she calls out Shio's name and asks him if he is seriously planning to recruit Naga as a friend. Shio turns around and tells her that if he remembers correctly, she said that the elves and the dragons were at war. And judging from their interaction earlier, it seems like there is some deep-rooted connection between them. Anna folds her arms and angrily tells him that it is a rotten relationship. They both feel like best friends who turned into enemies. As the most powerful warrior princesses in their respective clans, Naga and she have repeatedly dueled for political reasons. However, it has always been a close match, and even after 50 years, the winner has never been decided. She tells him that she doesn't like fighting, but Naga seems happy to have found an opponent who can match her abilities. Ever since their first duel, she has always been clinging to her and challenging her to fight. She is truly a self-centered battle maniac. Shio is confused by Anna, and suddenly he asks her how old she really is. Anna thinks how rude it is to ask a lady her age, but then she tells Shio that she is 148 years old. Shio is confused and thinks that if dragons exist, then an elf who looks like a middle schooler and is over 100 years old could as well exist. Anna tells him that putting their personal relationship aside, Naga and she possess the power to influence the outcome of the war between the nations. She does not think it is possible for her to spend time with someone like that. While Anna is yapping about her and Naga, Shio is trying to catch a fish while thinking that all the magic and war stuff Anna is talking about isn't just some delusions. To be honest, it is just too crazy that he doesn't know how to take it. But for now, he has no choice but to accept what she is saying. He looks down at his fishing line and tells Anna that there is a story called Bitter Enemies in the Same Boat. It says that the people from Wu and Yu, who were enemies, boarded the same ship and cooperated when they encountered a storm. It teaches that even enemies need to work together when facing a common threat. He then says that he doesn't know much about their situation, and he is in no position to tell her what she should do. But as long as they are on this island, he thinks that they should put aside past history and settle the conflict after they leave the island alive. He is the only sane person on this island. After all, if they can make use of each other's strengths, their chance of survival will increase significantly. And as he says this, he feels a pull on his fishing line. Anna sees this and stands up to see if he really did catch a fish with a claw and her hair. Shio pulls out the hair, and it is a catch. He shows the fish to Anna, who is amazed by his skill. He then asks her if she still thinks it's weird to use nails and hair to fish. They both have a good laugh as they cook the fish on the bonfire. Anna takes a bite and is delighted by its taste. After finishing the meal, Shio jokingly offers her a clam to eat, but Anna already hates it. Both of them collect trash items from the beach that have washed up there, and they find a bucket and a stool. The next morning, Shio and Anna are walking on the beach, talking about how last night it was good that they ate fish and picked up a lot of useful stuff, and it went pretty well. They are finally having a good time. Looks like something bad is about to happen. Anna tells Shio that it wasn't a big fish, but still, it felt like a proper meal she had had on this island. She tells him she prayed all night, hoping that they could find fish today too. As she is talking to Shio, he seems to be distracted. What is it? There is no way, Shio yells before running up to Naga. On the sand, Naga is lying unconscious. Isn't that Naga? He asks Anna while both of them are shocked to see her like this. Shio tells Anna to take a look at the person lying by the rocks. It's Naga. What has happened to her? He tries to wake her up and asks her why she is bleeding. Did she get hurt? After getting no response from her, he tells Anna that he is going to carry her to the camp for the time being. After taking her to the camp, they laid her down on some leaves. Shio looks at her wounds closely and says that they look infected and have pus coming out of them. This is not good. Moreover, she has a really high fever. Could this also be due to the wound? Naga is sweating all over her body and looks like she is in a lot of pain. He asks if the fever is caused by the wound infection. If so, this is bad. She needs antibiotics. If they don't have the right medicines, then in the worst scenario, she might die. Shio is just too kind to let his enemy die alone. Shio gets up and tells Anna to just do what they can for now. But Anna asks him if he is planning to help Naga, even though she was trying to kill them just yesterday. Shio turns around to look at her and tells her that they can't just let her die like this. He boils some water on the fire and disinfects the cloth in boiling water, and then uses it to clean her wounds. As he pours the water on her leg, she screams in pain. Shio asks her if the wound really hurts that badly. Even in this state, Naga is too violent. Anna is standing behind and watching him do all this by himself. She suddenly interrupts him and says that she would like to help, too. She asks him to restrain Naga while she cleans her wounds. Shio agrees and holds her down while he reminds Anna how to clean her wound properly. He tells her to clean it with water and then wipe off any dirt and sand with the cloth. As she tries to pour the water on her, Naga starts to move in pain and attacks Anna with her claw. But suddenly, Shio gets on top of her and holds both of her arms above her head. He tells Anna to do it quickly as he is holding her tight. But before Anna can do it, Naga gets up and makes a run for it. Luckily, Shio is ready for that, and he holds her by her arms and restrains her again on top of himself. After a bit of wrestling, she has finally calmed down. Yeah, this is not looking very good. They both clean her up, but Anna says that she is barely resisting at all anymore. She wonders if she has run out of strength. The wound is clean, and now it is time for the disinfectant spray. This is going to hurt her a lot. When they try to spray, Naga flies her legs in the air and tries to get away again. But this time, Anna holds her tightly in place and tells Shio that she is really weak now. It looks like she can hold her down just by holding tightly like this, and it is time for Shio to apply the disinfectant. They should find her some clothes first. Shio says that he is going to pour it all at once this time. And with that, the wound is finally cleaned and disinfected. They lay her down and decide to let her rest now. She has a fever, so it is important that she is hydrated. Anna tells him that they have used a bottle and a half of water to clean the wound. There is only one bottle of water left. Shio looks a bit concerned and tells Anna that there is no point in lamenting over it. It is time to move their bodies and look for it. Anna tells him that she is going to help look for water as well. When they go back to the place they found water 2 days ago, the water source has already dried up. So they go to the beach several times to pick up water bottles. They collect the fresh water that is left in the water bottle, and with a bit of luck, they roughly fill one of them. Before the sun goes down, they go fishing and catch a small fish and a crab. They also pick up some shellfish and return. The actual situation seems pretty bad. Food and water are already scarce to begin with, but with the addition of an ill person, resources become even tighter. And still, Shio gives his share of water to Naga and does not drink any himself. Anna is worried that if things keep going like this, Shio will surely collapse. While she is thinking all this, she sees that Shio is bending down over Naga's face. What is he doing? Anna yells and stops him to ask what he is doing. Shio turns around in a hurry and tells her that his hands became hot because he was cooking earlier, so he is going to use his forehead to check her temperature. Shio is trying to flirt without Anna noticing. He then shows Anna how to check the temperature by placing his forehead on hers. He tells her that he can tell if someone is hot by lightly placing their forehead on theirs and comparing it to his own body temperature. He can also tell it by touching them with his hand, but the temperature of his hands changes drastically, so it can sometimes be less accurate. That is why this is actually more reliable than touching it with his hands. Anna can't stand his unlimited yapping and annoyingly asks him to stop, and that she gets it. He doesn't have to show her and explain so much. She wonders if Shio is being way too kind towards Naga now. Why is he doing so much? Anna starts to yell and scream at him and starts calling him a dummy. Shio tells her that they did everything they could. All they can do now is let her rest and hope she gets better. After a while, they both check up on Naga and meet a piece of bad news. She is not getting any better. Shio tells Anna that this is bad. Even though time has passed, the fever hasn't gone down at all. Is Anna getting jealous that Naga is getting all his attention? Looks like she doesn't want to share him. As expected, she needs antibiotics. This is the first time Anna has heard the word antibiotics. She asks him what it is and where they can get it for Naga. Shio is a bit confused and wonders how to explain it to her. But then he tells her that when bacteria enter her body through the wound and cause an infection, the immune system alone can't deal with the infection. Then they use antibiotics to kill the bacteria and prevent the infection from getting worse. Anna looks concerned and confused and asks him what if they don't have the antibiotics. What will happen then? Shio looks down and tells her that she will have to rely on her own immune system, though there is almost no chance of recovery. After hearing this, Anna tells Shio that there might be a better way for them to help Naga. What is it? Shio asks her excitedly. Anna tells him that the reason why they, magically blessed races, are resistant to most diseases and poisons is because they are protected by various protective magics. Magic cannot be cast without sufficient mana, hence why the Naga is defenseless against disease right now. Which means that on the other hand, if they can activate her protective magics, they can assume that it will be able to cure her illness. Hearing all this, Shio is shocked, but Anna tells him the main catch in the end. She tells him that in a mana-scarce environment like here, to cast magic, one must consume a huge amount of magic power and summon mana. She tells him that right now, Naga is unable to activate her protective magics on her own. But if they use magic conversion to add magic power from others, she should be able to activate her protective magics to a certain extent, and her health should improve. Shio asks Anna if he has magic powers, and if he does, can he give his magic to her? Anna looks down in a bit of disappointment before telling him that it is unfortunate, but the magic power of a human who has not trained in magic is quite terrible. Shio is willing to do anything to save her, perhaps because he doesn't want to miss the chances of her making babies with him. However, Shio has a strong energy, and there is a way to convert physical energy into magical energy and give it to her. Hearing this, Shio looks excited and happy. He tells her that it is good news and that is something they should just get started with it right away. But Anna is not that excited. She looks at him and orders him to first think about this carefully, because for this magic to be most effective, he needs to maintain physical contact with her for more than half a day. Moreover, he will probably need to repeat it 2 or 3 times. His stamina will be sucked away each time, leaving him completely exhausted. Their low resources are already running out, so if he were to collapse too, they may actually be doomed. Now, despite knowing all this, does he still plan to save Naga? Anna asks him in all seriousness. Shio looks at Anna and thinks about what she just said. She isn't wrong. They don't have the resources to sustain 3 people at once, especially if one is injured. Shio thinks that there is a way to transform physical energy into magical energy. If only they could gather more resources. Shio is a gamer boy on that island. After thinking this, Shio runs to do something. Anna asks him what he is doing. Why is he suddenly running? But he doesn't have time to answer her. He is busy thinking about something. He is thinking why he is being tied to the thought of searching and transforming seawater into fresh water. Didn't he just pick up an iron bucket yesterday? If they boil seawater with it, they can separate the salt from the water. However, how is he going to collect the steam? The wheels in his brain are turning. But suddenly, he remembers something. He already has all the materials. He picks up the knife that Anna gave him earlier and starts to do something with it. Anna is completely lost on what he is doing. She goes up to him and asks him what he is trying to do with it. Shio is sweating and hustling to make a distillation apparatus. He tells her that the principle is simple. Just boil the seawater and collect the steam that comes out. That way, they can get potable water. He thinks that they don't have enough materials, but with a little bit of ingenuity, it should work. He decides to boil the water in the bucket and cover it. He will need a pipe to send the steam that comes out into the bottle. This chair will be of help for both. The legs of the chair are hollow, so if he removes the rubber at the bottom, they can be used as pipes. Then, he cuts a hole in the seat of the chair with a knife, and there, he puts its legs through it. And the distillation apparatus is complete. He is definitely smart enough to survive on this island. What would happen to Anna and Naga if he weren't here? He is really excited to see his creation being made. Now it's time to try it out to see if it really works or not. He orders Anna to fetch him some seawater immediately. Anna runs to get it, and the project starts. They both check the distillation device after an hour, but Shio is sad and disappointed to see that they are only able to collect 300 milliliters of water in an hour. This is really slow. He pours it into a cup and takes a sip of it. He then offers it to Anna and tells her to give it a try. Anna takes a sip and is really surprised to know that this water is really fresh water. She is amazed by the idea of this distillation device. To think this was originally seawater, this is amazing. To think that such a simple device can actually turn it into drinkable water. Shio smiles at her and tells her that when he first found this chair, he just looked at it as a mere chair. But when he looked at each part separately, he realized that they could be used for other things. The key to survival is to think outside the box and to adapt flexibly to the environment. Anna is impressed by him. Hearing this, Anna is surprised. She thinks Shio is really smart. Now that the problem with water has been solved, they have to focus on other things. Securing food is still a major issue. She tells him that the magic to convert physical energy into magical energy consumes a large amount of stamina. After the process, his body will crave food. How is he going to find food when he is so exhausted? After hearing her, Shio decides that they should stock up on food first before doing the magic thing. It will be fine if they set up the trap and catch prey. He looks at Anna and tells her that he wants to help Naga, and there is a way to help her and secure resources at the same time. But for that, he will require her help. He asks her if she can lend him her strength. Anna looks at him as he asks her this question, and after a bit of pause, she tells him that she has no other choice. She will assist him. She is only going to be on the good side of Shio, otherwise, she hates Naga. Hearing this, Shio gets really excited and thanks her for her help. But she tells him that it is not that simple. If a situation threatening his life arises, she will stop the spell. Is that fine with him? Shio nods and agrees with her. Now it's time for them to strategize the plan. Anna takes care of the distillation fire and Naga, while Shio gets started building the trap. They then make a soup out of small fish, small oysters, small shellfish, ulva, and purslane. Anna is not very happy about this weird-looking soup, but when she takes a sip of it, her eyes light up. It is surprisingly very good. They both feed it to Naga, and it's already nighttime. This soup might be tasty, but it looks really gross. It is a productive day for these two. Shio looks at the water they are able to collect in a day. They spend the whole day distilling and get 4 bottles of fresh water. There is still room for improvement, but for a first attempt, the result is pretty good. Naga has a fever, so she needs more water than usual, but it looks like they have enough for everyone. Shio has set up some traps for hunting and fish traps to mark them. He places wooden sticks inside plastic bottles next to the traps. He has already verified that they work perfectly, so now they just have to wait for them to catch prey. Anna interrupts him and tells him that even though Naga has been in bed all day, her fever shows no signs of going down. Shio looks a bit concerned and says that it looks like they have no other choice but to rely on magic now. He tells her that it is time for them to start with it, or else it will be too late for her. Anna nods, and they place Naga on the beach sand while Anna draws a circle around her. Then she writes some magic spells around it with a stick to make it happen. This looks very similar to an exorcism, but maybe that is exactly what Naga needs at this point. All the while, Shio is standing there watching her do all of it. He asks her if this is a magic circle. Anna nods, and then he proceeds to ask her what he is supposed to do now. Anna looks up at him and tells him to take off all his clothes and hold Naga until the morning. Hearing her outrageous demand, Shio is shocked. He is nervously sweating and thinking about what this girl is saying. Anna tells him that in this mana-scarce environment, the most efficient method to transfer magical energy is through direct physical contact. He tries to reason with himself by thinking that he shouldn't get so agitated. This is a noble act to heal. Saving a life is his top priority, so he doesn't have any wicked thoughts. He takes off his clothes and walks into the circle with the Naga. He then wraps his arms around her body, which is burning up from fever. They both lay down together in the magic circle while Anna starts to cast her spells. We don't think he was that unhappy about cuddling Naga. Lol. She raises her arms and starts chanting, "Breath of the earth, I offer you the power that drips from my body. My blood will become a torrent, my heartbeat will turn into thunder. The flame of life will burn out, and right here will become a torrent of magic. Oh, earth, answer my prayer and grant me the breath of the soul, an endless torrent of magic." She then casts her spell called Gaia-Ethereon. After this tiring ritual, Anna leaves Shio and Naga in the circle and walks up to the shore. She is really tired and looks like she is about to burst out crying. She is wondering why it is that her heart hurts this much. Is it because she may have used too many magic powers? Moreover, why is Shio being so kind towards Naga? This is so irritating. She picks up a shell and throws it in the water out of frustration. She thinks that enduring hunger and thirst, sharing food and water with someone they just met, is dumb. Does he have an obligation to help her even at the risk of his own life? But she also knows that he did the same for her. That is the kind of person he is. That is why she came to trust him with her whole heart. In the morning, the sun is shining on Shio's face. He opens his eyes and realizes that it is morning already. His body feels heavy somehow. He has indeed known that the effects of magic can exhaust him, but he never thinks he would be unable to move his body. Before he can even move his face to look at Naga, he feels a heavy weight on top of himself. It's Naga sitting on top of him with her chest in his face. What a way to start the day. Lucky Shio. Shio is flabbergasted to see her sitting on top of him like this. She is still disoriented and is asking him a lot of questions, like where she is. Why is he here? But then she suddenly stops questioning him and tells him that it is right. They couldn't finish this deal last time, so this is the right time for them to make babies. What? Shio tries to grab her and push her aside, but he doesn't have any strength, and Naga is really heavy. What is he going to do? He tells her that this is bad, and right now, he doesn't have the strength to restrain Naga. He is unable to make her move. All the while, Naga is trying to touch him, and he can't escape. Naga touches him between his legs and tells him that it is limp. This is now boring for her. As they are talking to each other, Anna walks over carrying a bucket of seawater. She looks at both of them and wonders why Naga is sitting like this on top of him. Anna is going to go crazy when she sees what is happening here. Shio has his face covered with both his hands. Anna asks him why he is covering his face like this and what is with this posture. She is concerned about him and is asking him what she did to him. Shio tells her that it is nothing. He just doesn't have much strength right now. He then asks her if she could move Naga away from him. Anna has got a bit of attitude after last night, so she tells him that she doesn't have much confidence in her physical strength, but she can give it a try. Naga's fever is almost gone. Hearing this, Shio feels a bit of relief, but he himself doesn't look really well. Anna asks him what is wrong with him. Shio is still lying in the middle of the magic circle on the sand. He tells her that he can't move. He has an idea that it would drain his strength, but he doesn't realize it would leave him this powerless. After a lot of struggle, he manages to get up and walk over to the shade, where Anna has already set up a place for him to rest. All it took for her to cuddle with Shio to get all better. Yeah, she was definitely faking it. Now, Shio can only feel one thing. He is extremely hungry. He makes a mistake. He thinks he can get some food if he sets up traps, but he never expects that he would lose so much strength that he wouldn't be able to walk. What should he do now? As he is thinking this, Anna asks him where he set up all the traps. She will go and retrieve the trapped prey. Shio is a bit surprised that Anna wants to go collect them, but she nods and agrees to it. Shio tells her to take his bag with her, and once she gets the prey, just put them in the bag. Anna hangs the bag on her shoulder and leaves. She walks over to the trap and spots a stick that has a plastic bottle placed on top of it. She suddenly remembers that this is the hint to spot the traps. She runs up to it and picks up the basket out of the water. There are several tiny fish inside it. Anna shakes the basket on the sand, and all the fish fall to the ground. She picks them up and puts them in the bag, but this is very gross for her. Anna is about to throw up. She has never handled fish before. Princess is not having a very good time. Now her personal maid is sick too. After that, she goes up to another trap that also has some fish in it. After securing the fish, Anna decides to check on the traps in the forest. One of them has a little rat inside. Anna is horrified to see it, but she has to take it because it is their food. She takes it back to Shio, and he teaches her how to cut it. While Anna is grossed out by it, she is still willing to learn, and this makes Shio proud of her. They then make it into a soup, and Shio drinks it all up in one go. He must be very hungry. She tells him that Naga's fever has subsided a lot. At this rate, she thinks she will fully recover by tomorrow. Anna says to him that to think a single Gaia Etherian would cure her is amazing. Suddenly, Shio tells her that he can't help but be worried about helping Naga. Given how difficult their situation is, he can't do anything about Naga's illness, and he despairs at his own powerlessness. He then tells her that when she told him she could help, he found hope. He should thank Anna for doing all this just to please him. He panics for a moment when he can't move his body. It really helps that she takes on the task herself. It is all thanks to her that they are able to overcome this crisis. Shio then thanks Anna for all her help, and this gratefulness makes Anna a bit emotional. She asks Shio if he has just realized how great a millennial magician she is. The next morning, Shio wakes up and he still feels very tired. It feels like he has slept for a very long time. As he gets up, he sees Anna sitting on the ground, her face covered in blood, while Naga is standing next to her. Shio is shocked to see this and is scared for Anna. He yells at Naga and asks her what she is doing. Shio is thinking that Anna is hurt, but this is not the truth. When he runs up to her, he sees a dead rabbit lying on the ground. Thank God Naga didn't go crazy on Anna again. To think that she was dying just the night before. Anna tells Shio that Naga suddenly throws this rabbit at her while she is sleeping. Hearing this, Shio is finally relieved. So this is where the blood comes from. Shio is happy to find out that there are rabbits on this island. Anna asks Naga what she is planning on doing with this rabbit. But Naga does not have Anna's attitude. She smiles and tells her that she caught 2 bunnies, so she will give her one. It would be inconvenient for her if Shrimpy, Shio stays hungry. After all, it hasn't been decided who is stronger between her and him. We all know why she keeps calling him Shrimpy. Shio looks at her and asks her if she really caught 2. The blood on her mouth looks like she has already eaten one of them raw. Is that right? Naga nods and tells him that he is right. Dragons place great importance on the taste of ingredients, so they eat them raw. The insides, in particular, are the part. Shio tells her that it is best to avoid eating raw food here because it can make her sick.